Greetings, Internet faithful. I am some guy named Rob, and welcome once again to the Sunday night live stream. Brought to you and broadcast live as we do every Sunday night from the International Academy for the Subtle Art of Talking to Oneself and Waffle House. I don't have a waffle joke this week. You'll notice there's a lot of things that are missing this week. One of them is I don't have a slideshow. We're kicking it old school on this one. This week is going to be a much more relaxed live stream than it's been for the last little while. This week has had a lot of hectic moments, and some of it has been due to illness. I wasn't feeling really good at the beginning of the week. Toward the end of the week, things got pretty busy. Also wasn't feeling particularly good last night. I actually went to bed ridiculously early last night. I was in bed before my 5-year-old last night, just to give you an idea of the extent of how not great I was feeling. But the good thing is that I did get a good amount of rest. I was able to kind of get myself in shape, so that way I could have myself a fantastic gaming day with some of my friends today. And now I'm here with you guys, and we're just gonna cut loose a little. I'm gonna go a little bit off script. This isn't initially what I planned for the weekend, but I think it's one of those things where I think I'd rather just have sort of a very free and easy, kind of a loose type of live stream, rather than make everything overly like scripted and whatnot. I need to make an adjustment here on my audio. Just one moment. Okay, this should sound a lot less boomy. There we go. I've been moving things around a little bit in the studio as well, so you're going to notice maybe some things are a little bit louder than they were, or a little bit quieter than what they were. If there are any audio issues, if you guys could let me know in the chat, that'd be greatly appreciated, because I hear my mix in the headphones. But what I hear in the headphones might not be 100% representative of what you are all hearing out there. So if things are off, just let me know. We're going to skip sort of the preamble. I just don't know what it is. Like Tuesday, Wednesday was sick. I still worked, but I felt like garbage. Thursday, I kind of like pushed through and felt okay. Friday, not feeling great. Last night, feeling terrible. And here we are on Sunday. And so the great thing about Sunday is I don't work tomorrow. I have a week's vacation. And in fact, one of the things I'm planning on doing this week is a trip out to Sudbury, or the Sudbury area. It's going to be like about a 6.5 hour drive from where I live right now, and it's going to be kind of a nice little road trip. So there will be kind of a road trip video. I don't know if I'll do a road trip live stream. That would be kind of cool. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Not promising anything, but I would like to try something. Anyway, so what are we going to play tonight? One of the things that I've been noticing are some games that I have been, games that I really enjoyed when I was younger. I have come to realize that I haven't been 100% accurate in things that I've said during the course of this particular live stream. One of the things that I have said is that the very first console, or I didn't own a console till I was in my 20s. One of the reasons why I've said that is that I never accounted for handheld consoles that I owned when I was a teenager. And of course, like many a young lad of my vintage, one of the major platforms, or what ended up becoming something of a major platform, was the fantastic original Game Boy. And there was a game that I played more than pretty much any other game on Game Boy, other than, say, the built-in Tetris. It actually came with my Game Boy as part of a bundle, and even though I really didn't think I would enjoy the title, I actually came to love this game. I thought it was great, and I eventually got really, really good at it, and I just really enjoyed going back and rediscovering it recently. So I thought I'd start off with it because it is springtime. It is the first live stream of the spring. So naturally, a lot of people are thinking of things that are associated with spring. We associate baseball with spring. We associate getting rid of all the snow with spring. We associate everything looking and smelling like melted dog crap in the spring. But for a lot of people, and a lot of people I know for some strange reason, what they most associate with spring is golf. So we're going to go and we are going to give ourselves a little bit of golf. Just a hint of golf, because we've only had a hint of spring because for some god-awful reason it's snowing today here in Eastern Ontario. So what we're going to do is we are going to play ourselves a little bit of golf right now. Okay, so here we go. All right, 1989. This game is 30 years old. Wow, that makes me feel old. I played this when it was released. I feel incredibly old. We're going to play a single player game. As you can see, had some fun with it earlier this week. We're going to select, we're going to play a new game. And we're going to pick the Japan 18. We're not going to play all 18 holes. I'm probably going to play we'll probably play the front 9. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the Japanese course. It's actually the easier of the two. The US course is much more challenging, or at least I find it more challenging. All right, so we start off on a par 4, and so yeah, this is what you get, and you can press your B key and you get a full course view. So this is not full course view, but you get to view the entire hole all at once, and you can view where the hole is on the green and your relation to the tee. And one of the things you really have to take care of is the wind, because the wind will knock your ball around, especially if you're hitting with a club that sends the ball high up into the air. The higher it sends it up into the air, the more influence the wind will have on it. With a 1 wood, shouldn't be too terrible. It's only a 6 wind, but it is a crosswind, and you have to be pretty precise with this. Yeah, and that was not precise on my... Oh, wow, that was terrible. Yeah. Now, what was kind of funny about this particular game was it had a very interesting cheat mechanic, wherein if you didn't like the shot you took, as long as you power cycled your device right before it finished, so before it finished your turn, because it auto saves on every shot, if you power cycled what you were doing, you could retake your shot with no penalty. But you had to basically endure restarting your Game Boy over and over and over again. Which is not something I'm going to do here. I'm just going to tough it out. If I take a bad shot, I take a bad shot. Controls on this one are fairly unforgiving. It's one of the things... Now, I'm not sure if it's because of input lag, because obviously when you're dealing with something like this, you do have to deal with emulation. We're going to sand wedge. The other thing I miss is that I don't have any real idea as to how far each of the clubs will hit. So I'm kind of at a loss of what my club selection should be. The putting, however, is very, very precise, and it scales perfectly. So at least the putting is always there. Now, there was another game that I would ultimately play. Maybe we'll play a little bit of that as well, just to sort of compare and contrast how things progressed. But there was actually another golf game that I played on a Nintendo system. There we go. Super Shot. And it's going to go sailing off into the distance. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and the other thing, apparently these trees are like 600 feet tall. This is the one thing that frustrates the hell out of me about this particular game. Is if you can't accurately aim between trees, which is annoying. No, I don't want that. No. And again. So we're going to compare and contrast. We're definitely going to compare and contrast this to another game. So 128 yards, probably a 9-iron should do that. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to want to. Okay, well, I'm on the green. I don't know what the hell I'm putting for right now. Pride, probably more than anything. Oh, God. All right, triple bogey. Yay. Okay. So 153 yards. I do have a tailwind, which is slightly to the right. And yeah, these clubs don't tell you approximately how far you can hit with them. So I'm kind of going blind here. I don't really know if I'm going to hit this and make it across the water, which I won't. Oh, man. All right, so let's break out the 9-iron. It's going to go way too far. It's going to go sailing over the green. Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to say that I was doing like really well during the week while practicing, but I really wasn't. I was really kind of stinking up the joint then too. I don't remember it being this tough on the original Game Boy, however. I think some of it is input lag. Especially for when you're taking a shot. When you're putting, it's not so bad. But when taking a regular shot, it just seems like everything just has that little bit of lag to it. Like when I press the button, it doesn't seem to register the button press right away. It seems to take an extra half second. And that kind of screws up my shot. So. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going to have to go across the water. Yeah, 3 would definitely be needed. And I'm not going to make it, am I? Oh, I am going to make it. Oh, I'll even make it to the fairway. They're being very generous with me. Okay, no wind. 167 yards. I think that's like a 4-iron. Of course, this will be like the one time I hit it like 900 yards or something. Oh no, I hit pretty well actually. Maybe a little bit too hard, not too bad. And we're gonna go birdie try. Get back some of that triple bogey. No, but at least we'll make par. Okay. So we're gonna do the 5th hole here. Par 4. Yeah, there's something about there really is something about this particular game. And wow, I'm just noticing that I'm like very close to clipping on my level. So give me just a moment here. I'm just going to lower the gain a bit on my microphone. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to bring in the audio. I just realized I have no audio for this. There we go. So now you guys get all the wonderful, wonderful Nintendo Golf music. Let's go here. Oh, I almost had a perfect tee shot. And now this is going to screw me over hardcore. It's going to screw me hardcore because I'm going to, because watch, you're not going to be able to make it between the trees. Now, normally the 1-iron, this would go under a tree. So I just got to get it to the other side, really. Which really sucks because I had to burn an entire shot for that. And now hopefully I make it over the sand trap, which I won't. Because even though I was able to hit a 6-iron significantly further on the last hole, for some reason a 5-iron at less distance, hitting a better, more accurate shot won't go as far. Go figure. And I gotta get myself out of this sand trap. Okay, not bad. I think I'm going for bogey at this point. There we go, bogey. All right, 226, 224 to the pin. It is a par 3. There is a fairly substantial tailwind. Can't hit the shot. I can't hit the ball properly to save my life. That should have been on the green, and it's nowhere close. So now I'm 43 yards out. Wow. Okay. And now this one's going to go like 20 yards past the pin. Awesome. Yeah, that one was just lack of accuracy. And we got a bogey. Amazingly enough, my personal record, of course, it was using the power on, power off cheat, the power cycle cheat, and using the power cycle cheat. What also happens is it randomizes your wind. So as you can see right now, I would be hitting into kind of a head-on cross breeze, if that makes any sense. If I were to keep power cycling on and off, on and off, on and off, eventually I could get like a 15 mile per hour tailwind, which could carry my ball like an extra 30 yards. But as it stands now, I'm going to be hitting into the wind. There we go, super shot. All right, not bad. I would have wanted it a little closer to the left side of the fairway, closer to the water. Would have made it an easier approach shot, but I'll take what I can get. Take that 1-iron because I'm not going to hit it all that great. Oh, I just cleared the water. Just cleared the water. Okay, this is not going to be easy. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. So far, we have 4 bogeys, 2 triple bogeys. So I am currently sitting at plus 10. I have no birdies at all. This is kind of bad. And this is the easier one. The hard one, the US one, has some really, really nasty layouts for its traps and stuff. You have to be like mega precise. And for some reason, yeah, the one time I hit it properly and it goes way too far. Okay. Oh. Lucky again, I didn't clip that one into the water. Alright, so sand wedge. Hopefully we can get near the hole. That's going to be a bitch of a putt, but okay. The good thing is the arrows do give you a good indication of the speed of the green. So it gives you kind of an idea of how hard you have to hit it. Which is good because I managed to make par on... that was arguably a fairly... I won't say hard, but it was definitely like challenging as far as putting goes. Although, I mean, I will say I'm doing way better at this than I would at golf in real life. Golf in real life, I'd be like plus 10 or like plus 15 per hole because I'm terrible. I remember when I was living in Montreal and I was working at a store as an assistant manager, and I was asked to make an appearance at the company golf tournament that year. And I don't do golf. Like, I don't really like seeing, like, golf just doesn't do it for me. It's not my thing. So for me to go there, I basically told them, like, look, if I go there, I'll be able to hit a ball further with a hockey stick than I could with an actual golf club. And so everybody had a good laugh. I did end up going to the golf tournament, and somebody brought a hockey stick, and we went to the driving range, and lo and behold, I hit a ball with a driver. It went nowhere. I was terrible, as predicted, as I knew I would be. And then I grabbed a hockey stick and I took a slap shot at a golf ball and ended up hitting it at least at like 25 yards further. And, you know, everybody had a good laugh at that. Probably with the exception of like the really hardcore golfers. The ones who, like, you know, actually had oh, damn it. Okay. Let's get through this hole. So let's get through this. This is giving me another exercise in frustration as I have to get around these stupid trees. So I gotta burn another shot to get around these trees. Because these trees are like 700 feet tall. And like 500 feet wide. See, again, earlier, I was able to hit a 9-iron almost 120 yards. And yet, now, even though I wasn't sitting in very deep rough, I barely got it past 80. And that's what I find ridiculous about this game. The ball physics seem very inconsistent. Alright, I'm actually going to try putting it from here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to take a moment in order to switch up to a slightly different version of this. And I will be right back. And we're going to switch up to something that is maybe a little bit more fun golf-wise and springtime-wise, but in a slightly different way. Actually, it's great in one way and not so great in another. So anyway, we'll be back. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Well, this looks different. It's definitely golf, but it's a different type of golf entirely. This is Mario Golf. Or at least we'll see that it's Mario Golf in a minute after we get through these little anime characters. Now, this particular game was for the Game Boy Color. And I actually think the graphics are relatively impressive. And we're going to go here. And we are going to continue. Okay, so we're going to play the back nine on this course. And first of all, I'm going to show you the difference. If you take a look in the bottom left, it tells you what club you have, but also approximately how far you can expect to hit it with an optimal shot. So if I hit this really, really well, I'm going 207 yards. This is approximately where on the course I will be. In the upper right corner is my wind. Now, this ball placement does not take wind into account, but okay, that's a crappy shot. That's going to go probably nowhere near where I wanted it to go. And I'm in the semi-rough, which is not very good. So my 5-iron with this particular player, it can be expected to go about 136 yards. Because I'm hitting into a crosswind, which is pushing back, and I'm in the rough, I'm going to go, ooh, okay, so now you see the X? That means I'm going to hit the tree. No X means I get around the tree. Look at where that tree is. And yet, I hit the ball, and the ball goes by the tree. It's not an automatic you hit the tree no matter what. Okay, so sand wedge, 66 yards. I'm 32 yards from the pin, so I need to be careful here. And I'm probably still going to hit it a little bit too far, but not too bad. So this one here, the swing mechanics for your main drives is actually really nice. Where it falls apart is the putting. So I'm 12 feet away. Now in this case, I'm not going to make it. I'm about 10 feet. Now, on the next green that I'm on, even if I'm making the same shot, if I go like one bar further, I might hit it like 25 feet. Okay, so we got a bogey. Not terrible. I'm +1. I actually was even par for the first 9 holes, which was actually kind of cool. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go to the next hole. There I am on the green. Here I am at the tee. Here's the course. Once again. Okay, so I have a very, very strong crosswind that will pull toward the right as I hit. Okay, so I'm rolling back down a hill, but I'm still in the fairway, which is, well, I'm okay with that. Okay, so 193. Almost an optimal shot. I should get some pretty good distance on this. And hopefully I don't go into the bunker. Okay, semi-rough. Not too bad. At least I'm not in the bunker. So, 9-iron. Okay, I'm hitting with a fairly high wind. I should be able to make it. Oh, not with that shot, I'm not. Don't go in the bunker. Don't go in the bunker. Okay. So I'm 6 yards away. I'm 20 feet away. Now, it says the putter will go 30 feet. So you would think that logically, if I hit this about 2/3 of its strength, I should be good to go. That's not how it works. Well, surprisingly, it worked well this time. Usually it like cranks it like 35, 40 feet. I have hit putts uphill 60 feet because I was at like the limit of the putter, and it's like, okay. And there we go. We're gonna chip it in for par. Not bad. Let's see if we can get that. If we can get that +1 back. So we're on a par 3 next. And we're 149 yards away. Okay. Oh wow, 19-mile-an-hour crosswind. Okay, let's see if this will work. And I didn't hit it hard enough for one. That's going to be the first major problem. Okay. So I'm 32 feet away. So now for some reason my putter is set for a 100-foot range. Don't ask me why. It was 30 feet last time. Why is it set to 100 feet? So I gotta be very, very careful. So, and there it goes. It goes sailing by 50 feet. Yeah, okay. I was maybe about half, so that's fair. Okay, so see, now I'm back to 30 feet. Alright, so this one's gonna be a bogey. Okay, well, not too terrible. Honestly, this is way better than I would ever do in real life. I would never be anywhere near this in real life. Not even if I was playing with a group where I was hitting from the best position of the best ball. Alright, so here we go. We do have a fair crosswind, so I'm going to take that into account. And for some reason, I'm not hitting these drives as square as I should. I was doing a lot better off stream. I was hitting them like, you know, like if my one wood was like a 205 or 207, I was hitting like 205, 202, somewhere in that range. Yeah, and it just dies in the rough. Okay, so I'm 66 yards out with a sand wedge. Hopefully I don't crank it too far past the tee. Ooh, not bad. That's a nice shot that's going to leave me a nice par. I'm only about 10 feet away. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I just realized, did I update my stream information? Just a moment, folks. Let me take a look at this stream information. Oh, okay. I need to fix this. There we go. Mario Golf. Update information. I don't usually worry about this too much because I don't think Twitch is really going to bother me, but they do prefer when you have all of your ducks in a row, so I figure I'll play nice by their rules. And I just realized my camera's sagging really, really badly. There we go. Let's, there. There, that's much better. Now you can see all of my face blocked by the microphone. I really have to get a better pop filter, or at least a smaller one. Anyway, we're back with a par 4, and yeah, okay, this one's fairly straightforward. And if I could hit these balls really square and well, I'd be doing a lot better. Well, okay, 197's not bad. That's most of my power. No, it's gonna die in the rough. Okay. So 22 yards out with a sand wedge. Yeah, I might have hit that one a little too hard. 5 yards. This is where things become a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh, it's a putt. This is actually a putt. This is a putt for birdie. Okay. Will it? Go, go. Nah, bastard. Okay, well I'm putting for par. Bogey? Really? Okay. I didn't realize I was on my first shot. Okay. Alright, well, you live, you learn, I guess. Okay, so where am I here? I'm not sure what this is. This mechanic. I think it's like a power versus a precision shot. I've never tried one of these power shots. Maybe I should. Let's try this. I bet you it's way less forgiving if you screw up, though. The one time I hit it properly. Wow, that's great. And it's gonna go sailing off the state. Perfect. Nice. That was a nice shot. That was a really nice shot. Oh, and I also had the wind at my back. I gotta be careful with this one. It doesn't go sailing on me. Yeah, that was bad. That's a bad shot. I could have done much better. Okay, not too bad. I'd rather be putting up downhill than up. And we're gonna move. No, we're gonna move over this way a little bit. And okay. That's gonna be bogey. Yeah, not doing as great on the back nine as I was on the front nine. I'm 4 over, whereas I was even par earlier. Still not too terrible. And I mean pretty fun. You know, this is still a nice little game. Okay. This, I'm going to try... Because there's such a headwind, I'm going to try power muscling my way through this. I didn't even know that this feature existed until today. So the fact that this is nice. Okay, this is going to be really complicated. Because this becomes like a really massive hook type of wind. All right, let's see what we can do with this. We hit it nice. Yeah, it's going right for the bunker. Wow. How far into the bunker am I? Okay, I'm on top of the sand. That's okay. Oh, hit the pin. No, not bad. We got par. We're all proud of ourselves. In our little happy dance where we made par after 2 bogeys in a row. This is how low our expectations are of ourselves. Alright, let's get back here so I can actually see the chat room. And I can see my stream information. And we can, there we go. Perfect. I'd like to be able to see my stream health. Okay, so 179, 165, no, 179. Yeah, I need to hit it better than that, though. That's not going to cut it. That might not even get me on the green. Ooh, I am on the green. I'm on the green for a birdie putt. Okay. So this is a 20-foot putt. 20-foot putt out of 30. So 2/3 of the way should take me pretty much to the hole. And I'm short by, okay, not by much. All right. Yeah, it was, I don't know what it is. The putting is behaving a lot better tonight than it had been. It was really frustrating. I would be like tapping for like 400 yards or something. Looks like we had a little bit of a drop there. And hey, we got a new follower tonight. This is awesome. Hello, new follower. Glad to have you on board. If you hate golf, don't worry. We'll be moving to another game not too long in time. I just want to finish off this hole here. I just figured we'd set up a little touch of spring before we moved on to our regularly scheduled roleplay game for the weekend. So 400 yard. Oh yeah, I like this new feature a lot. I'm amazed I never knew about it. Okay, so do we still have that option? Yeah, we do. Still have that option. That's awesome. Uh-oh. So what are the repercussions for less than a perfect shot? Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. I didn't end up in the drink, which is what I was afraid of. I got myself pretty close to the pin. How close do we get? How close do we get? And, oh, nice! We chipped it in for an eagle on the last hole. Nice. Well, that takes care of our double bogey at least. And we finish off at +2. Finish off at +2. Nice. That is very sweet indeed. I am in favor of that. Okay. Now, one cool thing about this particular one versus the other game is you actually get points. After you finish a round, even though this is a practice round, you get experience points. You actually level up. So I'm at level 4 now, so I get to decide, what do I want to do? Do I want to... how do I get to this again? Okay, so I can decide to bring up my drive from 207 to 210. I can adjust the height of my shot. I can decide whether or not if I'm more of a fade player, more of a draw player. And what I like about this is my meet and area of control. Yeah, I want to expand this. This basically means I get better shots. I get much, much better shots out of this. So it's harder for me to really screw up. Anyway, this is kind of my little touch of spring. I'm going to take a quick break here, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to switch games to something a little more in our wheelhouse. Hey Joe, how's it going? Good to have you on, and I will be right back, and we'll have another game for all of you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Okay, now, before we swap over to our next game, what we've been doing over the past few weeks is going over games that have had a profound influence on me as a gamer. We started off the streams, okay, that's not entirely true. Originally, I was doing I did a lot of Discourse, which is a newer game and definitely in my wheelhouse in terms of it being somewhat RPG-ish and where your choices matter. But really, once we got into the old school stuff with the Nintendo stuff, we were playing games that really formed my background as a gamer. So we did Dragon Warrior. We played a little bit of Ultima. Very little Ultima, I will admit, but we played a little bit of Ultima. Those are games that I grew up playing with my brother, playing on the Nintendo, getting into sort of the RPG, JRPG. Haven't gotten into Final Fantasy yet, Devious Gnome, but we that is definitely on the list. But ultimately, other than things like sports titles like the golf games I was just playing, or things like puzzle games, adventure games, the Sierra LucasArts type of inventory puzzle type of things, the one game that has probably shaped me the most, the one game that has probably had the most profound influence on me as a gamer, has to be, without a doubt, this one. This is Fallout. I love this game. I would consider Fallout, the original and especially its sequel, to be among probably one of my top 5 games played of all time. Top 5 favorite, without a doubt. Easily. Based on tabletop role-playing. In fact, it was going to be based on the GURPS system, the Steve Jackson GURPS system. And then Interplay could, they at the last second, because Steve Jackson was really not happy with the post-apocalyptic setting, basically said no and kind of forced their hand to change to a new system. Okay. Oh, I do ask that you bear with me, Devious Gnome, because I want to try and convert you a little bit. Not convert you, but maybe show you my appreciation for the game, and maybe you'll appreciate it a little bit more. So if you could just stick with it for just a little bit, I could maybe show you what I like about it. What I like about it is it comes very, very, very close to tabletop role playing. So we're going to skip the intro a little bit, because intro is a lot of world building. We're going to go into new game. And we're not really going to delve too much into these pre-built characters, because these pre-built characters are all very, very deeply flawed. Like, you got Max Stone. He's kind of your big, dumb brute. He's got a lot of strength, lots of endurance, lots of agility. Charisma, intelligence, luck, perception, not so much. He's just a big brute. Next up, you have Natalia. So this, in your classic D&D tabletop role-playing game, this is like your barbarian, basically. This is your rogue. Not great on strength, decent perception, good endurance, lots of charisma, lots of intelligence, lots of agility, decent luck. So this is kind of your rogue, thief, spy, diplomat type. Well, more spy, less diplomat. That would be this one. This would be your highly charismatic and fairly intelligent character, who is kind of your, if we look here, good-natured, which means they have a very, very, they have a much higher chance of getting characters to see things their way. Okay, so we're not going to take any of these. What we're going to do, we're going to create our own character. And we are going to start with I don't even know why I have my Xbox controller in front of me. This doesn't use an Xbox controller. All right. So this is our character sheet, basically. We're going to go with SGNR. Now, as far as your age goes, there's no real advantage, disadvantage to the age. I think there's a maximum on it, though. You can only go up to like 35. Yeah, 35 is as old as you can be. And I think you can only go as young as 16. Yeah, so 16 to 35. Reasons will become more clear once we get into the story. For those of you who don't know the story, we're just going to go with 21. We want to be legal drinking age everywhere. In terms of male, female, there isn't really any, it changes a couple of dialogue options, but not a ton. We're going to stick with male, and now we have some points. So we can actually pull this down. We can raise them up. So I like to have a lot of perception. I like ranged weapons. Perception's always good for that. I like to be lucky. And now we're out of points, so I have to kind of, if I want points from somewhere, I have to take them from somewhere else. So a little bit less charisma, a little bit more intelligence. I could deal with a little bit less endurance, but more agility. So what we have here, and we go over what does what. So strength, and the great thing is you click on something and you got it right here. This is almost like having your player manual. So if you were playing AD&D, this is your player's guide right here. So your strength, basically, how many hit points do you get? Well, I'm going to get, where are my hit points? I don't know if it tells me right here. It tells me my action points. Anyway, hit points, melee damage, carry weight. So carry weight, 150. You really don't want to go under that. Carry weight's very, very important. Yeah, if you can be ranged and crit, all the better. And that's really what this is all about. Like, your luck is going to be good for a couple of things. It's going to be your critical chance to hit. It's also going to be certain in-game things, like random events, will go more your way. It also helps for things like there's, well, as you can see sort of over here, we have a gambling statistic. That gambling statistic is also affected by luck. Okay. And of course, our perception is, high perception is important for a sharpshooter. So that's what I want. Yep. It's your range combat distance modifier. So it's your bonuses. I'm also going to make a little bit of an adjustment on my camera, make it a little bit easier for me to look in toward it. There we go. Ah, don't do that to me. There we go. So now it's a little bit, I don't have to go quite so back and forth now. Sorry about that. Endurance, of course, is going to be your hit points. Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of a hit there. There's my hit points, 28. Your poison and radiation resistance, that's not that bad because honestly, you have chems or drugs for that. Your healing rate and additional hit points per level. Now that's where it's going to hurt me a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Once I start to get up a few levels, it's going to be okay. Charisma. The biggest thing is going to be barter prices. High charisma, better barter prices. High charisma, more NPCs that you can recruit. The recruitment system's kind of crude in here, but I like it. Intelligence, well, number of new skill points per level. All these skills can be brought up to not only 100%, but 300% if you're willing to put in the level grinding. Although you do have a level cap, I think it's 21, so you can't get everything up to 300%, but you can get these skills very, very high. And also you can find books in the game where you can read a book about guns and it'll boost your percentage of guns by a couple percent. So dialogue options. So I want dialogue options. So I want to be intelligent. Agility. Moving around, so your action points. So I have 8 action points. That's a fair amount. That's nice. Your armor class, which is 6. Now we're not using THACO here. We're using more like 5th ed D&D, where higher armor class is better. Your sequence is, do you go first in combat, or are you going to be the last one and taking all the hits first? And a lot of your skills here rely on agility. Things like lockpick and steel. I think if I lower agility, yeah, my steel goes down. Let's see, what goes back up? So my sneak, just going from 5 to 6, my sneak goes 30 to 31. My throwing goes from 45 to 46. It's not a huge jump, but it does add up. And the good thing about the skills in this game is the more that you use them, you will actually see an increase here. So if I use my first aid skill to heal a minor wound, my first aid skill will eventually start growing if I'm successful. Same with my doctor skill and my lock picking and all that. Luck, of course. Yeah, this is kind of your intangible. It does help you get better crits. It helps you get not only better crits, but more criticals. It also is one of those things where if you're gambling, so let's gambling at 44%, 41, 38, like it's going up by 3 with every level. And gambling's going to be important. So now the great thing, we get optional traits. What's great about these traits is this has a positive, it has a buff and a debuff. Every single one of them has a buff and a debuff. When this franchise went over to Bethesda, it lost a lot of things. Traits are one of them. Now that Fallout 76 gameplay and Falloutness is just gone. So, all right. So let's see what these are. Fast metabolism is you're much less resistant to radiation, but you heal faster. I don't like this one. The only time I like this one is if I'm doing either a speed run or a pacifist run, which we're not going to be doing this time. Bruiser is you don't hit as often, but when you hit a lot harder. So your strength is increased, but your action points come down. So if I were to pick this, I would lose 2 action points. My strength goes up by 2. I'm not playing a melee character, so no. Small frame is interesting. You get more agility. So if I take this, I go up 1 in agility, but I lose 50 pounds of carry weight. But you can kind of offset it by going there and going there. You get 15 points back. I'm not going to go with that. One-hander means you're dominant with one-handed weapons. Finesse. So you don't do as much damage, but you do more critical hits. I like this one. I'm actually going to take this one. Let me make sure. Okay. My critical chance just jumped up to 18%. So almost 1 in 5 chance of a critical hit just by choosing that. Kamikaze is completely different. You have no armor class basically at all, but you go faster. This is if you're doing like if you're going to do a mega barbarian run. That's what you do. Heavy-handed, you can't do more finesse. You don't cause criticals. I'm not down with that. Fast shot. So this is it costs less to use a weapon, but you cannot use aiming attacks. You can't aim for specific body parts, and that's going basically against what I'm doing here. Bloody Mess is fun, but you can see the most violent way someone dies, but you can just adjust that in the game settings anyway. Jinxed is interesting. Everybody around you has more critical failures, but so do you. This is a great comedy little thing to take. I have taken this to, and it goes to the extremes of, you can recruit a dog in one of the cities, and if you have this trait, the dog can fail its attack so badly that it breaks its own leg and cripples itself from missing an attack. I'm not going to take it, but it can be very fun. Good-natured, your combat skills suffer, but all your things like your doctor, your science, and things like that, they get improved. We're not doing too bad. Barter's a little bit low, but other than that, we're okay. The camera line, camera resistant. This is, you need more drugs to survive. This is, it takes more drugs to heal you. So that's, we're not going to go with that. This is another nice buff debuff. If you are during the day between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., you lose perception, but between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., your perception actually goes up a point. So I would go down to 6 during the day, and I would go up to 8 at night, which can be cool. Now, some of these are pretty cool. Skilled and gifted. Now, if you take skilled, you get 1 extra skill point for every, I think it's every category gets 1 more. Oh no, you get an extra skill point. What am I doing here? Oh no, sorry. Skilled increases everything here by, I'm missing something here, aren't I? I have a character point. Oh, my finesse. Yes, my finesse. No, I have to bring up my agility. There we go. That's what I lowered down. That's why I had an extra point. Sorry about that. Skilled. All of your skills here go up. But it comes at a cost of losing perks. Getting perks less often. Perks are like once every 3 levels, you get a major buff to one of your skills. And some of these perks are really sweet. This is one, if you really kind of know what you're doing and what you want, it's not bad. Gifted is kind of the opposite. It gives you 1 extra to everything here. So as you can see, 5, 7, 4, 4, 6, 6, 8 goes 6, 8. Yeah, everything gets really buffed up high. The problem is that all your skills here come down by about 10%. And that can hurt you pretty hard in the early game. Well, you lose, yeah. So I'm going to go with skilled. Because even though the perks can be really sweet, I like them starting with 50% small guns. My barter's at 38%. My gambling's over 50%. And guess what? I get tag skills. These are the 3 my 3 best skills. What are my 3 best skills? What is my character's specialty? You usually want a combat skill to start. Small guns is great, because if you take small guns, I'm already 71%. Since I'm going for a sniper type character anyway, this is what I want. I can build all the rest during the course of the game. Now, I am going to go for gambling. And this is going to seem kind of strange until we get to a certain point in the game. This gambling skill up this high, I just have to level it up maybe a little bit more just to push it a little bit past 80. And I'm going to get to the point where I can basically buy any weapon I want in this game. Now, it will put me at a bit of a disadvantage earlier in the game, but the long-term benefits are worth it. Now, I have to decide what my third skill is going to be. Do I want more lockpicking? Do I want better stealing? Do I want better traps, science, repair? I am going to go for... Oh, and by the way, this is the other thing that I really, really love about this. It tells you what everything is. Your base speech is 25 plus 2 times your charisma. So charisma, 4, 2 times 4 plus 25. There's my speech. Well, plus my buff. I love it. You can literally turn this into a tabletop game very easily. In fact, the manual that comes with this, the original manual that came with this was like a spiral bound manual. It was awesome. And it was just amazing to go through. Okay, so what do I want? Do I want speech? Do I want science? I am going to go with speech as my last tag skill. And with that, we are done, and we're going to be treated to our first cutscene, our inciting incident.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. I was trying to turn up the game audio and accidentally ended up pausing this. Okay, so here we go. This is where we are. We start outside the vault. I kind of screwed that up. So basically the TLDR is this vault has, if we come to our Pip-Boy interface, we have 150 days left of water or the vault will die. We need to fix a water chip. And we are being sent out into the post-nuclear apocalypse in order to find stuff. Okay, so here we go. We get bullets, and we get a knife. And we're done. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to go into our inventory. We're going to arm a knife. And I'm going to try and save my ammunition. So we're gonna play with knives. Even though I'm not a melee build, this is just sort of your tutorial dungeon. Okay, so we're gonna take 2 points and back off. We're gonna make the rat come to us. Oh, you bastards, you're gonna make me. Oh, you. Okay, we're going to kill you. And we're going to end our turn. Now, one of the things that this is meant to do is to get you some very early experience points. So you can level up more quickly. I'm going to try and get through this as fast as I can. Alright, let's enter combat. Oh, no, okay. Stupid rat walked away. Ooh, 4 hit points. That's pretty bad. You little bastard, you're gonna pay. Okay. I'm actually gonna skip most of this. I'm going to try and run past as many of these as I can, mostly because it takes forever to get through this. This is one of those things, this is kind of the boring slog tutorial work that you do in an RPG. And we're going to run over here. Oh, good, I can still hit him from here. And we kill him, and we're good. Oh, here comes another one. I mean, it's pretty good experience, all things considered. It's 25 per rat. And there are, I believe there's 20 of them. I think it's 500 experience to kill them all. But it's tedious as hell. All right. Hit points, you bastard. There you go. Screw you, Mickey. And by the way, if you could let me know in the chat if anything is too loud, too quiet, too much game audio, too much voice, mic is clipping, anything like that. Because I do hear my headphone mix, but again, it's one of those things where I don't know if the mix I'm hearing is exactly the same as what everyone else is hearing. Okay. Well, that's not good. There we go. Cut Mickey up. Oh, good. Levels are perfect. Excellent. Yeah. I always have to rely partly on my meters in OBS and also partly on what I can hear in my headphones. The headphone mix sounds okay, but I always like to be sure, because sometimes, depending on what is playing, thankfully the music is very nice and ambient. So here we go. We are seeing natural light for the very first time. And what we're going to do is first, I'm going to move that knife out. And then we're going to go here. Okay. So we had Vault 13, which is our home base marked on our map. We have Vault 15, which is where we're going to presumably get a new water chip. Of course, we know it's never, ever that easy. Oh, first random encounter. You almost fall over some rough terrain. They can use some environmental management out here. Great, my character is somehow a klutz. That's awesome. Alright, back toward Vault 15. Alright, oh, here we go. What are you? Unknown area. Hello, stranger. Welcome to Shady Sands. This, in my opinion, is one of the better exposition dumps you're going to get in a video game. And they give you a good chunk of experience for sitting through it, too. Okay. So, we want some information about this place. So Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We have our own irrigation. We grow our own food. We're not plagued by raiders and rad scorpions. We would have no problems. Hey, do you smell a side quest? I smell a side quest. All right, let's talk about the raiders. We want to know more. Okay, we want to know about the rad scorpions. And basically, we're learning about a new enemy type, which are rad scorpions, gigantic effing scorpions that can poison people. And we're looking for an antidote. So we have a couple side quests waiting for us here. We're not gonna follow this, but we're told to speak with Aradesh, who's the leader of the town. And now this is okay. Now, if you exercise all the dialogue options, I think you get 250 or 500 experience, which usually is your first level up. So let's see if we can do this. I haven't played this game all the way through in a little while. Okay. And you can see the questions that you get here are very, very, here are the mechanics. What do I do if I get hurt? Where do I get better equipment? Tell me about this place. Tell me about the world. Where was this vault? So let's see. What do I do if I get hurt? Where do I get better equipment? And this is all very, very, very like standard basic issue RPG. So I'm going to skip through this pretty quickly. So tell me more about bartering. Tell me more about this place. Tell me more about the rest of the world. Where was this vault of yours? That's all for now. 250 experience points just for going through the dialogue tree. So right away you learn about, we come on our map, world map? No, that's not what I want. Okay, let's cancel. We go to our Pip-Boy and we go to maps. Status? No, okay, never mind. Now, there are some bug fixes in this that weren't available in the original Fallout. One of the things you have to worry about is, and the reason why I took the knife out, is if you arrive armed, he basically is pointing a shotgun, a rifle at you, which is a very high-powered weapon at this point. And he basically says, put your weapon away. If you walk into the town anyway, you take a certain number of steps, and then the entire town tries to murder you. All right, so we got some things going on here. All right, let's go through the door. We actually have our first recruitable NPC here. This gentleman here. Okay, you look like you're new here. Okay, I'm SGNR. Okay, this is Ian. Ian, what do you do? Okay, so immediately I like this. You're getting good exposition without it being beaten over your head. So you're from the hub. He was a trader. He was a caravan guard, which means he knows where places are. So he can help you find new locations. So we have Hub and Junktown. We're going to start by talking about his injury. So we want to butter him up a little bit. So he can tell us about the raiders. He can tell us about the rad scorpions and why they're a problem. So this is something you're going to encounter in the game soon. Very dangerous, poison stinger in the tail, very quick. So you got to be careful. Oh, crap. Okay, I got to exercise some more. Tell me about Shady Sands. Okay, how's Seth doing? And we got to keep going. Give me directions to Hub and Junktown. Okay, let's see if we can recruit him. Can you help me out a bit? Your experience would be useful. 100 caps, you got yourself a deal. Let's offer him a piece of the action. There we go. He gets a share of the loot. We get an NPC. So we get an extra gun in the fight, and we get 100 experience for recruiting him. And under no circumstances do you ever give this guy an automatic weapon. You give him a burst weapon, you are signing your own death warrant. Alright, so we're going to hold down... Is there anything in here? I like the hotkey system in here because, yeah, this is the one thing I hate about this first game. You can't get people out of the way. You have to wait until they move. It's like really seriously old school type of RPGing. It's like Nintendo RPGing. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit further. It is shift, right? I was pretty sure it was shift. Okay. There usually is a button that lets you highlight all the stuff that you can grab, because there is stuff that we want here. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk to we still need to expand the irrigation. Let's talk to this guy. Okay. What's the deal with this place? All right, how do you survive? Okay, we have farms and irrigation. Everybody contributes. How do you survive? Who is your leader? Okay, bye. And then we have to find... Usually another here we go. This is the guy I want to speak to. I'll have to see if my science skill is high enough. I don't know if it is. Okay, what is your name? Curtis. What can you tell me about your village? What are you doing? Ah, here we go. Now, this is actually one of those cheats that you could have done in the original game. You have, basically, because I took a high science skill, or because I have a high enough science skill, I can talk about crop rotation, which is going to help them. You know, it's like basic agriculture. But if you didn't get this option, you could use the tell me about and put in crop rotation, and it'd still give you the same amount of points. So here we go. And then it would just go through this. So here we go. We go through crop rotation. Boom. Free. And there we go. We've leveled up. And that's pretty much all I did it for. Let's go to our Pip-Boy. Status. No. Is it here? No. Yay for floundering. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Character. There we go. So I'm now up to 32 hit points. I can decide what I have 17 skill points. Everything I put into my initial 3 skills is going to be worth double. So if I do this, instead of I lose 1 point here, I gain 2 points there. I'm not going to do that though. What I am going to do is I'm going to throw to 80. That's enough. I am going to throw down with some science, get that to 50. I'm going to get you up to over 80. And I'm going to start with, I'm going to start moving up my barter. There we go. Okay. Because I do want to get better prices with people. So there we go. And that's basically it. The next, we gain 2,000 more experience and we're at level 3. So we're done. And this is pretty much all I want from here, except there's a sledgehammer, I believe, in here. And yeah, it's not, for some reason it's not working. I can see it right there. Things blend into the background really, really badly here. Now I need to find a rope. That's another thing I need to find. I know there's one lying around here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, the one thing I was hoping to install before I started was the Fallout Fixed patch, which basically fixes a lot of these things. It turns these things on automatically. Because even as you know, this game's 22 years old. It doesn't look the greatest on a 1080p monitor. I'm actually not even running it in 1080p. Because I'm not on a 1080p monitor right now. But this is one of those things where, yeah, the graphics don't hold up great. So I'm going to have to do a lot of searching and stuff, a lot of pixel hunting. Anyway, this is Aradesh. We're going to speak with him.
Greetings. Your business in Shady Sands might be...
This blew my mind back in 1997. These characters, depending on how you talk to them and how they react to you, will actually show you how they like you in their facial expressions. So let's see. So we're from a small village west of here. We're not going to give up that we're from a vault.
I know of no village to the west.
So he's suspicious. So we're going to try and butter him up a little.
Yes, yes. I shall believe you for now. But we do not trust easily, especially those who might be dangerous. Know that Seth and I will be watching you.
Okay, so we're done here. We can talk to him again.
Greetings. What may I help you with this fine day?
And now we can ask him a few questions.
Shady Sands is much like a family, one that keeps to itself. The gardens are on the south side. The Brahma pens are north, although the smell is, I fear, quite intense this time of year. We are small and self-sufficient, so there is little else to tell. Certainly. What do you wish to know?
Okay, so we can ask what else is around here.
Junktown lies south of here, though there is little in the way of visitation. From stories, I'm certain there are cities south of that. Certainly. What do you wish to know? Oh my, yes. Great packs of rad scorpions are killing our herds. We don't know where they're from, and no matter how many we kill, there's always more. And now the monsters are attacking my people. Roslo is trying to find a cure for their poison, but I'm not sure how it goes. Yes. Please, talk to Roslo. He possesses far more information on these creatures than I.
Okay, so Roslo is their doctor. So, as you can see, like, we did something that he likes. We said something that kind of greased the wheels of commerce, as it were, and the facial expression completely changed. When I was first playing this game in 1997, this absolutely blew my mind. What is this? Is this a rock? It is a rock. I don't want a rock. Okay, let's take the knife. The knife has actual value. And this, of course, like any good RPG, you are essentially a thieving murder hobo. So we can just kind of walk in and take a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't belong to us. And people more or less will not do much, although that there are exceptions to that. There are some places where you cannot just start indiscriminately taking people's stuff, because it will come back and bite you in the ass. Alright, so this is Roslo. What do you know about the rad scorpions? So basically, it's an extremely large version of the North American emperor scorpion. The in-game canon is that the radiation from the nuclear bombs basically just turned... Apparently, pet scorpions were a huge thing in the United States in the alternate timeline, and the radiation just made them gigantic, like a 50s B-movie type of baddie. Okay, so we basically called him a hillbilly, and he got mildly offended. But he's still a hillbilly. Okay, nope, not in need of healing. Alright. Before Ian gets in my way. So, I know one of the things you want to do is you want to search as many bookshelves as you can. So here we go. This is a scout handbook. So a book on the methods and ideals of scouting. So this will boost your outdoorsman skill. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the character screen, and you can see outdoorsman is at 20. Done. We're going to go into our inventory. We're going to go all the way down. We're going to use. And we learn a lot about wilderness survival. We're going to come to our character sheet. We just got an 8% boost in our survival for free. Done. Okay. So now I know one of the things I need is a rope, because obviously I played this game a number of times. I know Seth has a rope. Let's barter. I know you have a rope. I have a knife. And I want some caps back for this, so I'm going to take 17 caps. And we're going to offer. Okay, good trade. Perfect. So we still have 2 knives that we can use for bartering. I need the rope for when I get to Vault 15. And we're not going to do anything else for now. We're going to go to Vault 15 first before we come back and deal with these rad scorpions. Oh, wait. First, before that, I need to equip my weapon. Alright, so here we go. Now, we've had multiple places put on our map. Shady Sands, which is where we were. Junktown, which is, we heard it from Ian and from Aradesh. The Hub, which we heard from Ian. And the Raiders, which we got from Seth. We're going to go to all these places. But first, we need to go to Vault 15. Oh, we got to fight. Oh, Praying Mantis. Okay, these guys can be pretty bad. We got to take these guys out quickly. And he was hit for 7 points, and he is still standing. This is going to be one where it's going to be move, run, and gun. Because I was hit for 8 points. And he missed. Thankfully, he missed. You get surrounded by these guys, and you are dead. So I have to get... I'm probably going to get the hell out of Dodge on my turn. Yeah, I need to go 8. Well, let's... There we go. I want to get as far from these guys as I can so I can take a shot. Sorry, Ian, I'm going to sacrifice you to the Mantis. Because I have no armor. Okay, thankfully a couple of them are coming after me. Yeah, he is a dead man. Okay. And now I need to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay. Oh, he got me for 6. That's not good. I do have stim packs that I can use to heal myself, but I'm going to try my method of moving, running and gunning will hopefully keep me alive. Because going into your inventory uses up action points. Oh, crap. Okay, you know what? I'm getting the hell off of this map. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting off this map. That's going to end combat. And that's going to allow me to walk a bit and heal up. Yeah, we're not strong enough yet for those. So here we are, the desert entrance of Vault 15. So I'm back up to 26 health points. 200. Okay, so we got 210 experience points. So first of all, how is Ian doing? He's unhurt. All right. Alright, so down the ladder we go toward Vault 15. And this is where we're going to be facing rats. and more rats and bigger rats. This is a rat festival. And this one we're not really going to be able to avoid. We're just going to have to try and get through it. Taking out as many of these little furry bastards as we can. The good thing is there's some really good loot down here. And they die very, very easily. So we're going to end our turn. And we're going to start combat here. We're in a cave. Cave rat was set for... I shot a cave rat and it didn't die. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, 68 only. Let's get a little bit closer. 72. And we're going to end our turn. Let Ian finish him off. And we get 50 experience points. Okay, now there's some much bigger rats in here. There's one big son of a bitch, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I missed you. Thankfully, I'm shooting you at point blank range, and you're dead. Okay. We want to go in here. Okay, so flares. These let us lighten things up a little and make it easier to see. Okay, we got a big son of a bitch right there. I'm going to have to lure him out somehow. And let's see if I can... Maybe... Oh, can I hit you? No. Can I hit you? Okay. Now I get back. Because here comes a big-ass mole rat. There we go. Critical. Oh, no, not a crit. Nice. Yeah, Ian is probably going to run himself out of bullets. That's fine. That's what he's there for. He's basically there to help me out through like the first couple levels. And that's it. Really? Again? Man, I suck. Thought my gun skill was pretty good. Ian, you're in the way. Okay, let's come over here. I want to get to this medical cabinet here. All right. Oh, nice. Got him. I got another one here in the corner. Okay, I'm out of bullets, that's why. So reload. And single shot. There we go, killed. Okay. Okay, medical kit. Always important. Stim packs. Always important. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go into my inventory. I'm going to use a stim pack. Get myself up to full health, 32. Barter. How's his ammo situation? Okay, he's got plenty of bullets, so I'm not going to worry about his gun. I'm going to worry about my gun. Draw your best weapon next time we go into battle. No, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. There we go. Okay. And we're going to come here. I think there's one more rat that I need to worry about. There we go. Okay, let's end my turn. He'll do all the dirty work by coming closer to me. And I can kill him right there. Perfect. Okay. So what are we at now? If I go to character... experience is at 1500. Okay, so I'm halfway up to my next level. Let's see. So here's the cool thing. You look in here. You have an elevator shaft. Well, you go into it, you can't really do anything. Ah, the elevator shaft is not easily descended without a rope. Hey, go figure. We got a rope. Do I get a cat in here? Yes, I do. Cat playing around in my feet as I'm trying to role play in a post-nuclear apocalypse. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to move over to slot number 2, and we're going to use this on the elevator shaft. And now we're going to climb the rope to descend to level 2, and we are immediately going to switch to our weapon, and we're immediately going to kill this bastard. Okay, pig rat. So we got quite a bit of experience waiting for us on this level here. There we go. And okay, what have we got here? There we go. Shoot the rat at Ian's feet. And we're going to end turn. There we go. I'm going to move over toward where this locker is, because that locker has some loot that I want. There's some loot over here. Things blend in a lot with the background, but thankfully, it's not too bad. Oh, pig rat. Let's go. I can take 3 steps until still take a shot. 51. Okay. 95%. And I'm out. Yeah, I gotta move. Yeah, Ian, hit the big threats, please. Oh, he missed. Good. Goodbye. Goodbye, piggy. Alright, we're gonna take this opportunity to reload. End our turn. Alright. The good thing about this is even though Ian is going to go off and kill some stuff on his own, I'm still going to get credit for it in terms of my XP. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh yes, a leather jacket and a rope. Perfect. We're also going to go into... See, I can't go into my inventory now because I don't have enough. I don't have enough action points. All right, inventory. Let's get my armor class up a little bit. So, armor class went from a 6 to a 14. Just from putting on a leather jacket with a ripped off sleeve. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, this is a complete Mad Max reference. One of the things that the designers of the original Fallout were really keen on were like movie references and things like that. So you get a lot of like Mad Max references. There's going to be a lot of, actually, the Mad Max references haven't ended yet. They're going to be, there's still at least one more that I know of. Okay, we got a rat here. Wait, where'd my cursor go? There we go. And we're going to end our turn. I know there's another rat in this room. And I missed. And he's going to come toward me. And I missed again. This does not bode well for me. Maybe I'll get a little closer. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Rat. Thank you for making it that much easier for me to kill you. Alright, I think there's something in this shower. Oh, there's another pig rat. Okay. Well, I'll let Ian deal with him. Is there anything in here? I could have sworn there was something in here that I could pick up. It could be in the next room over. Okay, well, it could be in the next room over, so I'm gonna... Oh, so Ian got himself surrounded. That's awesome. Good job, Ian. Try not to get yourself killed, Ian. Oh, alright. Okay, 475 experience points for all that killing. Oh, there's another pig rat in here. Good. Now, one of the problems with my cursor blending into everything is that... You've got to be kidding me. Alright, let's move over. Alright, or 50 more points. Okay, let's see if it was in this bathroom. I know there's supposed to be something that I can pick up in one of these little stalls. I can't remember what it is, though. And because the shift key isn't working... Rifle, there we go. That's what I needed. So now I have the hunting rifle, and then if I come over here, there is some 223 ammunition. So if I go into my inventory, what am I at for my inventory right now? Total weight 60, okay. There we go, 15. So I have 25 shots now with my rifle. If I need something with a little more kick. And I'm actually going to have to take that out of my inventory for now. And I'm going to have to get my rope. Okay. And we're going to use the rope on the elevator shaft, and then we're going to descend. And oh yeah, here comes the big mama. Oh, okay. I don't like doing this normally. I'm just going to move over here. I'm only going to have 4 points. I have to end my turn. There we go. All right, let's take an aim shot. This is one of the things I really liked about I really like about the original Fallout. I can aim for the groin. I can shoot something in the groin. I can aim for headshot, body shot, right in the eyes. I can cripple its legs. I'm gonna try crippling its legs. Now the great thing with that is, okay, critically hit for 12 points. When you do an aim shot, you do score a higher chance of critical, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to reload. And 8 points. And we're going to end turn. Okay, this place is just teeming with loot. So basically this is kill everything and pick up what isn't nailed down. And hopefully don't run out of ammo. And I want to start with the actual room. Oh. Good job, Ian. Thanks for taking one for the team. Now, the important thing is actually going to be staying together with him. One thing I do like is this extends my range incredibly. 20 points. All right. Let's switch to the handgun. And I missed. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Not bad. Ian managed to get... I don't think there's anything in this room, if I'm not mistaken. But those 2 lockers are going to have some nice stuff. That's really what I want. I want those lockers. But I'll take you out too. And I'll take a couple steps back and end my turn. And I'll let Ian finish you off. This is doable if you're on your own, but it's difficult. All right, more weapons and a submachine gun, which you will never, ever give to Ian if you want to live. If you want to live, you will never give Ian anything that resembles an automatic weapon, because he will burst fire it right into you. Oh, here we go. We got another pig rat. And we're going to move back. We'll let Ian play some cleanup. Oh, is he out of ammo? He can't possibly be out of ammunition. Barter. He's not out of ammunition. What is he doing? I am going to give him a couple of stim packs, though. Actually, no, wait. Offer. That's fine. Draw your best weapon. Never mind. Okay. Like, make sure you have a weapon. Okay. So we are able to determine that the command center, which would normally be here, is buried under rock. We've gained 500 experience points. We've leveled up, and we're in another fight. Look at that. There we go. Good job, Ian. And we've got there's something. There we go. Crowbar. Useful as a tool and as a weapon. Now, before we continue, we're going to go to the character. And again, we're going to... You know what? I'm going to up my small guns a little bit. Bring myself up to 100. Just to get it out of the way. And now I'm going to throw down with my first aid. No. No, we're going to throw more into barter and a little bit more into speech. And be done. Okay. Now, I want to get to this locker back here. I think is the last thing that I really want. And now what I want to do, I'm actually going to swap weapons. I'm going to end my turn, but I'm going to swap weapons. There we go. All right. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going towards that. Okay, here we go. Give me my cursor. Oh, you bastard. You die now. Eat some 223, asshole. There we go. Nothing quite as satisfying as blowing the face off a pig rat. There we go. And anything else I can hit? No. Let's just walk in. There we go. That'll give me line of sight on shooting more stuff. All right. Loot. Okay, more... What is this? 44 Magnum. Nice. Alright, so we gotta get the hell out of Dodge now. Because we can't get much more out of here. We've pretty much cleared the area of enemies. Or at least all the ones that are worth killing. We've got all the loot that's worth grabbing. And more importantly, we have what we need in order to complete the next quest, which is clearing out the rad scorpions in Shady Sands. That's actually the next order of business. we're not going to bother with these little rats. Okay, here we go. All right, back to Shady Sands we go. And we're going to go here. And we're going to inventory. Take that out, done. We're going to swap. They don't seem to mind that Ian has his weapon drawn as long as I don't have my weapon drawn. Okay. So it's 11:05. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to save game. As you can see, I've played this a couple times before since installing it, but we're going to come here and we're going to go, yes, we're going to overwrite, and we're going to do Rad Scorpions Livestream. We're going to save it here. Once we get through this this little bit of business, things do pick up quite a bit and we get more into the main bulk of the story. So that's what we're going to probably do on the next live stream, which I'll probably do sometime during the week, because I'm off this week. So I might do a couple of extra streams, fingers crossed. Anyway, until next time, I do want to thank everybody who showed up and popped by and took a look even for a minute. Joe, it was great to see you on the live stream. We'll be getting probably into more games that are more in your wheelhouse. I do take suggestions. I do take take comments and everything. But until then, what I want to do is I want to do this. And I want to encourage everybody to like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't delay and act right now, you too can regret following me on the following social media platforms. Until next time, take it easy, everybody, and good night.